welcome to the review of the festive period. 3 games: Cardiff, Hull, and Ipswich. I'm here with a special guest. Well, not really that special, but he's here.
Special needs. Hi, I'm George.
We'll talk very briefly about Cardiff, and we'll go more into Hull and Ipswich. Which George, I was there for both.
You were there for all three.
George was. I was there for all 3. Yeah, sorry. George was there for.
Hull.
George was there for a solid 1. That was good.
Yep.
Anyway, so
I didn't win.
yeah, so a lucky pal. Cardiff, talk very briefly. Obviously, a bit of a mad game.
Yes.
And that was, I think, could be a turning point now. Look at it.
Yeah, I guess so. Last season, it was Leeds, and they were up the top, and we kind of burst their bubble and proved we could beat the teams at the top. I kind of thought this was going to happen after Sheffield United, but obviously we didn't kick on as much as we like, but had some positive results afterwards, and it's going to give us confidence again going into a big month.
Yeah, very big month. Obviously, I think Cardiff was the first time I've seen Johansson play good since QPR.
No, I've not seen a Fulham player, especially in the last few years we've been watching, have such a good season, and then the next season he's not performed at all. I can't say I've seen him play at the standard he was last season at all.
Oh no, I haven't. But I think I've seen him go over a 5 out of 10 about 3 times.
Yeah, he's not had a good season at all.
But anyway, we'll move on because Cardiff we've kind of covered already, as in has already been done. So move on to Hull. The birth.
No, there would be a vlog for Hull. Do you want to explain why there wasn't one?
Yeah, I guess I can do that. Well, I did actually get the first half completely, which obviously was a great half.
It was awful. We played absolute shocking.
2-0 down to Hull City, and then I was told to stop filming, so...
You got caught on CCTV and it was against the rules.
Yeah, which doesn't... I'm pretty sure is a lie. But...
Oh dear.
Anyway, yeah. So that's why that didn't happen. But this was the birth of Abubakar Kamara, pretty much.
Yeah, it was completely different. It really was a game of 2 halves. We were really dominant in the second half, and like Hull, we had patches where we were unreal in the second half compared to where they were very good in the first half, and we took two chances, a great penalty and a nice interchange for the second goal between Kenny, Hansen, Piazza, and then Kamara, who passed it in.
Do you think Kamara is the striker?
I always thought he'd be better at championship level than Rui Font up front in the number 9 position, but he's got 4 in 2 now, so you've got to keep playing him going forward.
I do have a feeling that Rui Font may not last past this season. I'm sensing a bit of a hosselbed.
I think he would be really good in the Premier League. I think it would suit him.
I also
better,
think he would be good in the front too.
Deeper role, yeah, either in a deeper role or as a big man, small man kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
I think they'd work together, but I can't see us ever.
And he's
doing
never,
that.
apart from Ipswich away, he hasn't actually had much of a chance up front. I think he was kind of brought on against Burton up front, but that was 10 minutes, and we weren't playing well. But he's not had his chance in the position where he's played the whole of his career. So,
and the fact that at Hull, after 40 minutes, he chose Kamara to bring on, not Font, maybe shows...
Especially when Kamara is the same sort of player as Aite.
Yeah. And
Font would have been a different option, but maybe he just doesn't have the confidence in him.
I mean, no bias, but the player I liken Font to the most is probably Piazza. They're probably the most similar players. And...
Yeah, I guess so.
Especially...
And again against Hull, it was, do you bring on Piazza? Not he backed Piazza on.
Exactly, he did that against Ipswich as well.
Yeah.
And even I'm the most biased Piazza fanboy you'll ever meet. But even I was saying it doesn't make sense to bring on Font here.
Yeah.
So I mean maybe because I think Font is a very good technical player. He's still at Cardiff with that assist, but I don't know. I think he's one of those strikers that does a lot more for the team, doesn't actually score the goals. And to be fair, I thought that's what Canberra was, but recently now. 4 goals in 2 games.
Strikers score goals, and we've spent 9 million on one that's got 1 goal all season, which was a glorified tap-in, to be fair.
Well, yeah. Well, in terms of the thing did learn that is Slav does actually make changes because
It was very unslav-like.
it was very, and I still stand by the fact that bringing Cabana on for Ojo made not little to no difference, but it didn't make much sense.
No,
I think
both
Cabana is
sides
a better
seems to
player.
be way too like for like, but
No, I could see the difference between Kamara and Aite, to be fair.
yeah, but it's just weird that early on in the game. I know he needs to change something, but considering he's quite stubborn normally, to make 2 in the first half was strange. But they both worked. Cabana was more dangerous than Ojo. Kamara got the goals.
Cabano has further backed up the point that he is our best winger.
He's just the only one that can comfortably beat a man.
Yeah, and we'll get on to his finishing later, but I think his finishing is normally quite good.
Yeah, like last season, he always seemed very composed.
Yeah, and it's that fact what you said, like, you can beat a man so easily. That's
Like with others, like I'd say the same for Molo, but he's not going to get a chance.
Molo's not going to be here next year. I can tell you that for free.
No.
I don't know, and I don't know if like I'm not really bothered, to be fair. He seems like a bit of a
Not if Sasses played at the wing. I couldn't care less.
yeah, not and the way Molo's attitude, which is what I believe is the main issue.
Yeah.
I don't really want something like that. Like, I don't know he's a good player, but you know. Anyway, that whole it was point earned or point drop or 2 points dropped.
Definitely point earned.
Point earned, yeah. Before the game,
At
would
the
you
end
have
of
taken
the
a
day-
draw?
No, I probably would have wanted the win.
Yeah.
Especially after how we played against Cardiff and
Yeah.
Hull weren't in good form.
Yeah.
But when you're 2-0 down at half time, a draw is a great result, and at the time it put us a point closer to the playoffs. So,
Yeah, it was, and especially on that playoff, there was a point gained.
so I think we're definitely happy coming back on the coach with that.
Yeah, I'd say we were. And to see Kamara scoring goals, then I mean, can only be positive.
New hero.
Exactly. And speaking of Kamara scoring goals, Ipswich. Now, obviously, you weren't there for this, but
No.
pretty much, first half we were dominant, as we were second half.
Yeah.
And
Just
they didn't deserve their goal.
first half, like, I saw some people on Twitter saying, "Oh, it's the same as all season. We're just not getting the goal." It wasn't the same as last season because we were playing like we were playing last season. We just weren't managing to score a goal, and that red card, which was, people are trying to defend that. He literally he knees him in the groin after while he's pushing my. It's a clear red card. It's assault. It's assault.
It is a red card.
And that
changed the game.
It did change the game, but we still played so well to get the 4 goals in 7 minutes. And at 60 minutes, I looked on Twitter and it said Ipswich have all 11 players in the 18-yard box defending. No, it was before the red. They had all 11 men in the 18-yard box. We were pushing them back that far.
Yeah, it was like that all game. I could tell after 10 minutes. I said to my dad, I was like, this is just going to be us attacking and them defending all game, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then they scored a set piece, and then I still think we would have
won.
won.
Blaming Bettinelli? Are you blaming Bettinelli?
Yes, it's not a good goalkeeping decision at all.
No.
The thing is with that Bettinelli Button thing is,
neither of them are good enough.
Yeah,
they're both really bad.
I think Bettinelli makes better saves than Button does. I think
Bettinelli makes worse decision making.
Yeah, it's a bit, I don't know, because the thing I asked myself is, yes, Bettinelli was definitely at fault for the goal yesterday, but if Button's in that situation, what does he do? You think? Because today Button, I know, would kind of go in no man's land, in the middle. He wouldn't fully commit, but he wouldn't stay on his line.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know if he would have done any better, but it doesn't mean it wasn't a mistake.
Bettinelli, I think Button's not going to go. I don't think Bettinelli's more likely to leave. I just think we need to let one of them go, keep the other as backup, and then just sign a top keeper.
Yeah, well,
the fact that we've not been we've only been linked with defenders and attacking players, etc., and not a goalkeeper worries me because that's a big area we need to focus on.
Well, I think we can live with Bettinelli / Button until the end of the season, but in the summer.
Till the end of the season, but if we don't make it again or we get to the Premier League, not a chance I'd want to see either of them ever playing for us in the Premier League.
Yeah. But if the one that would leave, I think it would be Bun, because Bentley did sign a new deal beginning of the season.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, we'll move on to our goals. Obviously, Sessegnon and Kamara got 2 each in a pretty mad 7 minutes.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
The first goal was possibly the miss of the season / assist of the season from Cabano.
Definitely meant it as an assist.
Yeah, 100%.
Class pass across.
Yeah, Ryan Sessegnon scoring headers is literally nothing that guy can't do.
Hero. Best 17. No one at his age in the whole world is better at football, and he's at our club.
I know.
What a guy.
Best 17 of them. And just, no. Anyone that says Phil Foden is better, alright? Get out. Alright? Just get out.
No. Sessegnon's much better.
So yeah, that happened, and then from that it was like, even before that, it was just literally just attack. And then the second goal, good work down the right, I think it was by Cabano again. Norwood got a shot 6-yard box, it was blocked, and then Camera inside the 6-yard box, put it in the net. 2-1, went did a backflip. I mean,
What a guy.
man, AK-47 is firing. I like it. Literally, like, oh, what a hero. And then the third goal. Do you just want to talk
Magic from Kearney.
Yeah, talk me through that.
Opens his body up to be the first man. Completely finishes him. Goes to the right. Beats the second man, and then when you think it's all gone because he doesn't have a right foot and his only option is the right foot, he manages to find a man and get an assist with his right foot. It does exist. And then if Sessegnon had missed that, Jesus. It was unmissable.
Yeah. 3-1. At that point, I think everyone knew the game was safe. But in case we didn't, Kamara just had to, Sessegnon assist as well, I may add. Just cut inside his right foot. Which I think is probably the thing that's improved the most for me, is his kind of touch and dribbling has improved.
His ball control,
Yeah, improved ridiculously. I could go on all day about Kamara. But
I think that's what Slav has probably got into him. It's how he uses the ball and how he keeps the ball instead of. I think he's matured a lot since he joined the club. I think this season he is showing that he's probably the most improved player.
Yeah.
And I do think he should play up front now for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I agree.
The thing that worries me still is inconsistency, because although we've got 7 points from 9, which is a very good return on the games we had, I still saw patches of the early parts of the season against Hull. The first half, we were utterly shocking, and we didn't look like scoring. And even though the second half we were a lot better, it was only the first 15 minutes where we got a goal, and at the end where we got a goal. In the middle, we still didn't show much. And although we did perform very well for Ipswich in Cardiff, we can't let the foot off the gas.
Yeah.
At all. From now to the end of the season, we need to be playing like we did against Cardiff and Ipswich if we're really going to push, especially in the next game against Borough. Because that's going to be such a tricky game away to a Tony Pulis side with the quality that they've got.
But I think the thing that, for me, is the performances against Cardiff and Ipswich, I haven't seen performances like that since last season.
But Hull in the middle, we weren't very good all game.
Yeah, but I'll happily blame that on fatigue.
Don't know.
I think you could tell that when the subs came on, it made a difference. But if they'd started, I think it would have made just as much difference, because, well, for me, I know it's different players obviously, but you could kind of tell that Aite and Ojo were completely burnt out.
Yeah, and they just weren't able to have an impact. Yeah. Ojo had a yard less pace. I don't know, maybe you're right, but I just want us to keep it going, because with the month we've got with the transfer window and 2 winnable games against Burton and Barnsley afterwards, Borough is a massive game to show how good we can be.
Speaking of January transfer window, the rumours are, Slav has said he wants 3 players, which is good. That's intent, I like that.
Yeah.
We've pretty much narrowed it down. I think everyone's agreed. There's probably a striker, a centre back, and a left back.
See, it was, but whether we still need a striker, I don't know.
Yeah, I would argue against the fact that we need a striker.
But still, obviously linked with Chris Martin.
Please, God, no.
I don't know. I think he's proved it in the Championship, and
He has proved it, but at the same time, I'm literally... I would happily argue that Kamara is literally better than him.
not saying he's not, but
I see no
don't
point.
know.
I see no point in spending 6 million on a striker who's pretty much 30, who is literally Kamara but slow, and also
Is he not
needs-
30 yet?
No, I believe she's 29.
Jesus.
And also, you bring in a striker like that, he's going to want to play games. That means either Kamara gets less game time, or Font never ever plays again.
The main focus has to be on the back five, not Frederick's position. I think that's pretty set.
I
But
think Fredericks needs a new contract as well.
yeah, he's still not. Oh yeah, he's still not got one, and that's run down. Yeah, Fredericks needs a new contract. That's important.
I'd say give Ream
Don't
a new deal as well. I don't know if it's expiring this
Yeah.
year or next year, but
Don't know if they'll look at a keeper, but I feel it's needed.
yeah.
If he's not going to play Suarez, and everyone obviously wants Sessegnon running further forward, obviously Adoy can play there, but he needs to be covered because he can play all across the back. He can literally play right back, left back, centre back. We need an out and out left back who can play every game and allow Sessegnon to go forward. For what I was thinking was Huddersfield, who have just signed Terence Congolo.
Yeah.
I'd love it if we loaned Malone back for 6 months.
I would absolutely love that.
Malone, we miss him so much because he helped Sess play the way he did, because they were both such attacking players, but they also knew their role going back. So one could go forward, the other could sit back, and vice versa. And
Yeah, you look at the games that we played, Sessegnon left wing last year. I'm thinking Newcastle away.
yeah,
Look how well that worked. And the thing is with Malone as well, he didn't want to leave. He was he left because we didn't want to sell him, but we got the right amount of money, and I reckon if we'd accepted that money from a Championship team, I don't think he would have left.
no, probably not.
I think it was a Premier League, and which obviously hasn't worked out for him. Well, to be fair, he's played alright. Well, I don't think he played alright, but he's paid a decent amount. But I know I've seen Huddersfield fans not too happy with him.
Yeah,
And I think I see no reason. It's literally like, we all know Scott Malone is not the greatest defender in the world, right? But I'd rather have him at left back than right
he would
still.
help. He would help the team so much.
And it's not like you have to worry about him gelling or anything.
No, he already knows the squad.
Yeah. And
It's a really safe, good signing, and
Yeah.
even if it is just low for 6 months, I think that'd be a good signing.
yeah. And
Also,
centre backs.
Callas and Ream, they're good, but not dependable. Ream
Ream
more
is
so than
dependable.
Callas. Ream is he's by far our best centre back now, but Callas, he's not the best defender. He's an athlete, and even then, the amount of times he's brought it out to past the halfway line on a run, he's lost it.
I do like Callas. I do think he's not underrated, but I think he's actually a decent defender. But
Yeah.
he's not Ream.
He's not good enough.
And I would definitely not justify paying 10 million for him, which is what we'd have to pay if we want to get permanently.
No, definitely not.
And like, yeah, I think if we get, I don't think we would get Flint, but for example, if we did, right, that is pretty much that kind of exact model of player that we need. Big tall centre back is going to win all the headers, and he's okay with his feet. Because really, we don't need someone to be amazing with his feet. Like, Ream is the ball playing centre back of dreams. Like, that guy could be a centre midfielder.
Yeah, but we need 2 ball playing centre backs, I feel.
But I'd rather have a 6'5" centre back who's going to win every header and is.
I'm not denying I'd also want that, but it doesn't suit the way we play. He needs to be able to play the ball as well.
Yeah, but I think defenders are alright.
You can say, yeah, Ream does that job, but it's not like a front 2 where you can have 2 different types. It needs to fit the way we play. We need 2 players that can both defend well and play out of danger.
Yeah, I guess. But I don't know who we go for. And the other one the weird one that we were linked with was that Ayub guy.
That's a centre mid that we don't need.
We don't need, but yeah,
I mean, I don't like the way Johansson or Norwood have played, but it's not like he's going to drop them or sell them or recall or get Norwood back to Brighton. So there's no point.
Yeah, I think the centre mid is something we look at in summer.
Yeah.
Because, well, neither of us are big fans of Johansson or Norwood. But there's no point doing a drastic change in mid-season.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the players are used to them playing at least, so they know kind of what they're going to do. And players that have been in last year as well, they know what Johansson can do. Whether he's done it this season or not, they know what he's capable of.
Well, he hasn't.
He hasn't done it this season, but yeah. I do think he's improving, Johansson. I think he was shocking, but since he's gone back to that central midfield role, bearing in mind he's playing false nine for a bit, I
still think Norwood's decent if he's in the holding role. Like when McDonald's not in, but central mid in the box to box, no.
Yeah, I would not play. No, just no.
Neither of them, let's be fair, neither of them can really pass it that well.
No, people always tell me how good Norwood, breaks up the play and stuff. It's like
I just don't see it.
I don't see it at all. I don't understand. I don't understand what someone like Johansson or Norwood would offer in that kind of box to box role that Pearson wouldn't.
Yeah.
No.
Or even this Ayoub guy who's apparently a box to box tank.
I haven't seen him play, but
No, I've got no clue who he is.
And I think one of the main things as well that will dictate whether we can push the playoffs or not is the form of Tom Kearney, because last night Tom Kearney was
the first time he's played as well as he did last year.
He was on Cardiff as well, to be in my opinion, but he was unreal. Like, watching that guy play football is actually just a joy to watch.
And with Johansson and Norwood not performing, we need a centre mid who can do something special for us. Who can have an impact on the game. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's pretty much everything.
Yeah.
I guess we'll do this again maybe soon. It won't be after Borough though, unless I make a fucking camera taken away.
Yeah.
But George, thank you for being here.
No worries.
Thank you for your opinion.
Cheers.
And I guess see you whenever.
Bye.
Bye.